Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, Reynolds Stadium, home of the Razorbacks. And this big crowd has already been serenading their beloved team with Whoa Pig Suey. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Florida's offense comes on the field first today. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity. And that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
On the run, it's Daniels. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He's got his man in the open field. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. Touchdown, Florida. And they grab the early lead.
Well, it's a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the Razorbacks offense comes out for their first possession today. Let's talk about the strong safeties in this game. These guys are thumpers. They love to come up and hit.
Chris, how many times have we singled out the strong safeties? But in this case, they deserve it. I mean, these guys are essentially linebackers playing safety, but they can cover receivers like corners. These two are just wrecking balls on the field. It's going to be fun to watch.
Brought down, but broke the tackle and produced a solid gain there. And the Razorbacks come to the line to run the hurry out. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab behind the line, it's Brown. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there.
Got him, he's sacked.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence on the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Arkansas. This quarterback on fire today. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Gators offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Handoff from the shotgun. He's found some room with the 45. Tackle, but first down.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To throw, it's Lagway. Short connection to the tight end here.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Gators are in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5.
False start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Gators hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. To the air, it's Jackson. Fighting off the defender.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Hand off to the right side. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Boy, the speed of this back is impressive today for Arkansas. And they've had some big-time backs that have played in Fayetteville. Darren McFadden, one of my favorite players that I ever saw play in the SEC. Felix Jones with speed on the outside. And today, this guy is showing what he can do.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. That sack sets up an important third down. He'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hogs.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
See if they can convert the point after. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Caught quickly. Gets some space around the 30. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock. And it'll cost the offense 5. Second down play coming up. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Bringing pressure. And the junior able to get home with the sack. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
Tight end makes the grab. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. One more play before they head to the locker room.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback, the windows are...
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, gutsy call here to go for this instead of taking the field goal, but it works out. Great touchdown. They now lead by 6. An extra point away, and they go up by 7 here at the half.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
The Gators will kick this deep to begin the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And the Razorbacks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. He hands it to the back. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. No huddle now for the offense. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Change of direction. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38. The Razorbacks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Dropping back. It's Jackson. He bought some time, now lets it go. And he's got his man open downfield. And the game just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Boy, nice throw here by this Arkansas quarterback to be able to pick up big yards on a first down for the Hogs. And, Chris, they've had some great ones over the years that could distribute the football. Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Clint Sterner, just to name a few.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. The offense going with the hurry up. Same tailback, another carry. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the back gets the football. Breaking free at the 35. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do. And Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship. And we're still seeing...
Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Handoff here from the shotgun. Gets into space at the 50. An explosive play. Big game. Spotted down near the 37. run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. It's a shotgun run call. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Important second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Snags a quick throw. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Oh, it's tipped at the line and intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the Razorbacks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on second down. Pass rush closing in. Down he goes. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Eludes pressure coming, and they've got him again.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. The Gators offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now it's second down here. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Under heavy pressure, hit as he throws it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
First down here for this offense. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They call the draw play here. In the clear at the 25. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Razorbacks trying to cash in here in the red zone. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And now the handoff. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw. It's Jackson. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And remember, they blocked one of his earlier attempts. This one is right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Handoff to the back. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The sure hands. It's Daniels. Tackle made after the completion.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The Gators will have 1st and 10 here. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. The pocket breaking down. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots.
Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. So now it's 3rd and short from the +25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Aiming for the end zone. Tackled just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock because you got everything working in your direction.
And the Gators enter the final minute of play just hoping to run the clock out now. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Number 21 with the carry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
28, Arkansas, 17.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Back to throw. It's Jackson. Lets it fly to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. He has 1st down yardage at the 46. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can.
It's now 2nd down.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, and he flat dropped it. It's going to bring up 3rd down for this offense.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous. Lost his concentration and drops the ball.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Catch made on the right side. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution, how they're going about their business.
Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along undefeated, chasing a perfect record, and getting a lot of attention, Kirk, at this point.
Well, they're as good as anybody that we've seen